What is up with this game's issues, connection loss? I was on Vortex Absolute and we were doing pretty good. I was carrying the game until I went down at the end during the boss fight, and while I was spectating my brothers, I suddenly disconnected out of nowhere. Mind you, this has happened more than once, and it is always at the end of the mission. Like, are you doing this on purpose? Yeah, quick rant because I'm obviously very mad. 30 minutes of gameplay for absolutely nothing. Please tell me if this is also happening to anyone else. Well, I'll tell you what. This happened to me about 3 times today, and I think about 3 times yesterday as well. Yeah, for whatever reason, I think since 10.3, that new hotfix, the connections have been pretty weird. So I did actually kind of forget about 10.3. Technically, we have a hotfix to support some sort of demo. I'm not too sure what that is all about, to be completely honest. But fair. I guess there was a hotfix that may have tweaked something with connections by accident or something. I'm not too sure what happened, but yes, I have been there, especially with Vortex. Actually, strictly with Vortex, to be completely honest. I'm not too sure. Hopefully that has nothing to do with the event or anything like that. But yeah, Vortex today has been pretty rough. I disconnected at the boss fight, and then I also disconnected at the beginning. Like pretty much every part of Vortex, I disconnected at one point within the past couple days. And yeah, I've seen a string of these posts about disconnection, so I definitely wanted to cover this because obviously we have an event going on, and if we're not able to take out the Vortex Beast because we are getting disconnected, that can definitely be an issue. But yeah, it's like ping, right? For whatever reason, out of nowhere, you get the red bars, and I'm getting N2 errors specifically. It looks like this is error code 142. I'm not too sure what that is about. They didn't get kicked because it would have said kicked, right? I believe. But yeah, so for me, it's N2 errors specifically. I'm seeing a lot of those on PC. But yeah, let's go to another post to see what we can learn and, definitely review people's experience with the recent connection issues. Constant disconnects in operations stratagems. First post here, longtime player, PS5. I wonder if they're on the Pro. I always ask myself that, but okay, it doesn't matter. This week I've been getting disconnected from any operations I go to. I spend the vast majority of my time in stratagems, but it is hitting regular operations too, so it's probably not just Vortex. Had a new ISP go in at the house as well, and it has its typical ups and downs. As of now, I cannot complete any operation. Oh, that seems more aggressive than what I'm experiencing, but I'm still definitely experiencing connection issues. I can play any mission in Helldivers 2 or Destiny 2 on the same console without issue. Oh, okay, yeah, that's similar. That's similar to what I'm experiencing. I mean, obviously, I will play other games on, the same system I'm playing Space Marine 2 on, and yeah, for the most part, they're fine. It is kind of odd. I will say, like, for stratagems, sometimes I get disconnected. I'm not too sure if the mode really matters, though, to be completely honest. The PS5 says it loses Wi-Fi anywhere from the first third to just past the halfway point. Been hammering away at decapitation on hard with no luck. My question... Okay, so this person is not able to finish a mission. There's definitely something going on. My question was if I'm alone in this. Well, I will say this... Specifically this case, I'm more like, it's basically like every other mission I'm disconnecting. It really depends. It's been pretty bad these past couple days, and yeah, I'm definitely concerned if that's going to hurt the event in any way. That would be unfortunate. I've not located the issue or if others are having the same problem. I did search the subreddit and didn't see anyone else complaining. I went to Saber's website and checked there too and didn't see any recent issues brought up either. That is unlikely. As if you went into the forums, I'm pretty sure there's at least one person talking about disconnections. But yeah, I do agree. I seen posts like pop up here and there within the past couple days specifically, and yeah, this post was made in the past couple days. So yeah, I mean, dude, there's going to definitely be some disconnection issues pop up, I believe, because it's been pretty rough for me recently. But as far as what is actually the issue, I'm not sure. But all I can really do is make sure that I can, amplify what people are saying about that, and not only like kind of, point out, hey, there's some disconnection issues, but also share my experience because, Yeah, this is frustrating. I'm definitely considering, like, playing with bots more often or something, maybe playing on console, but this is a PS5 player who's not able to finish a mission. This is definitely more aggressive than what I've been dealing with, but it has been, at least in the past couple days, it has been like every other day, which, yeah, something's going on. And it does feel like it's been since the 10.3 hotfix. But yeah, let's see comments, and yeah, let's see if anyone else is dealing with this. I've had at least one DC in each session I played in the last week. Not sure if it is the patch, but it is very annoying. Last DC, Wave 5, solo, hard siege mode, just as I was giving my Discord buddy my code. DC was so bad, it took my Xbox off the network, and I had to restart my TV, Xbox, and router. Alright, well that definitely sounds different than what we have been reading recently. It seems like everyone has their own different experience with this. For me, it's been on PC. But yeah, it felt like every other mission I was getting disconnected. I had multiple disconnects in a row. It's definitely pretty rough in that sense. But yeah, it's like ping just starts to spike and then you get dropped, but you still have, honestly, it didn't shut my system down, thankfully. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, I noticed that I was still able to, connect to the internet as soon as I disconnected. So it's definitely through the game, 100%. But dude, this is unfortunate. This is 100% unfortunate. Wave 5, hard siege mode, but playing on Xbox shut his system down. Not too sure if this is common. Let me know in the comments if this happened to you. Also, I noticed in the comments as well that there is Saber support chat. So, like, they've been looking at these disconnection issues, as far as I know, through Reddit and every other forum they can find. So that's at least reassuring that they're on top of it. However, it's not a good sign that they know about it as well, because that means it's definitely a bad disconnection situation, I believe. I mean, if they're on top of it, that's good, but that does confirm that there is a problem, which is unfortunate. I will say, dude, we've went through some pretty terrible connection issues in the past. These past couple days has been similar, but not as bad, at least for me, but still, it's pretty bad. So I definitely wanted to talk about this because it's pretty frustrating. Not to mention it's during the event as well. That's double as bad. So I'll give you guys a little bit of an update to see if these connection issues are going to get in our way. This is the final stretch, brothers. Victory is within our reach. All right, so yes, we are at 350,000. That is great. That's honestly really, really good, because the event ends on the 16th. And that means we have, what, about 4 or 5 days, 4.5 days, something like that, right? So, guys, we really need to get on it, to be perfectly honest. This is getting kind of close. I think we potentially can finish this within the next couple days, right? However, with the connection issues I've been talking about, I am definitely a little bit concerned with this event, to be completely honest. This is not the first time we've had connection issues through an event as well. So regardless, this is still something I'd like to, talk about. And not to mention, since we've talked about disconnections and, connection issues, server issues, ping issues, all of that in the past, this is definitely good to kind of just log and compare and contrast, because this is definitely not the first time we have seen connection issues through an event. And not to mention, it's always good to make sure that the devs are on top of it, which, since I mentioned before, yes, they are. They have been in the chats within all these posts. But still, it's nice. It's very, very nice that we are still within reach for the Phobos helmet. So, huge. Still, couple days, we still need a lot. Like, this is actually great, to be completely honest. This is really good. But, yeah, connection issues definitely got me a little bit worried. So wanted to remind you guys about the event and also bring some awareness to some disconnections, and not to mention hear from you guys to see if you've been dealing with disconnection issues, because I have seen some of you guys in the comments talking about it, and I've been asking you guys in the comments a little bit here and there, because yeah, dealing with connection issues have been frustrating for a while. So it's rough. I can't wait for bot customization, because at least if this is if this reoccurs or if we see connection issues in the future, I can still find ways to get creative outside of that. But yeah, regardless, it's still fun. The game's still fun. The event's still fun, going, through the Vortex and everything. But yeah, 50,000 Vortex Beasts we still need before the 16th. Yeah, again, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this. Let me know in the comments if you've been dealing with disconnections. And thanks for watching.